What's the longest amount of time that you've been clean?
I would say probably the 9 months I was carrying both of my children.
And what triggered you into relapsing?
It was basically problems with my spouses at the 2 separate times.
So now you know that was your trigger. So when you do decide to get, your life back again, what are you gonna do different?
I first of all want to start living for me rather than worry about having a spouse, having somebody to.
Okay, hey, what's up, AML family? Hope everyone is having a great day today. We are here in the middle of the struggle, and we are here in Needle Park today, McPherson Park. They call it Needle Park. I'm out here with a very nice young lady I ran into. How you doing?
Hi.
What's your name?
Grace.
I'm sorry?
It's Grace.
Grace? Oh, that's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How old are you, Grace?
I am 28 years old.
Oh, very young. Where are you from originally?
I'm from like the center of Pennsylvania, like Northumberland, Schuylkill County.
Okay, we out there?
Yeah, I've been down here for this will be my 3rd year.
3rd year in Kensington?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go in the back a little bit before we go any further, okay? Tell us a little bit about your childhood growing up.
It wasn't terrible, I would say, but my mom and dad weren't in the picture. They were busy doing what they do. They were working, whatever. They were both drug addicts at one point, but I basically was raised with my grandparents, and aside from that, with me always running away, I would stay with different friends or get to my mom's on the weekend when she could get me. Other than that, I'd say I pretty much put up with a lot of, I've been diagnosed with psych issues for a long time, and I struggle with a lot of depression and a lot of self-esteem issues, as well as, I guess, abandonment issues too, so
yeah.
I've pretty much been doing drugs straight since I would say 12 was probably the first time I tried doing drugs.
And what drug was that?
Crystal meth.
Who introduced you at such a young age?
My friend at the time when we were in 6th grade.
Wow.
She was my best friend. I used to sneak out of my house because I was always grounded. I used to sneak out of my house at like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. and go down to her house every morning. And we were smoking cigarettes, and I thought I was being cool, but inevitably it turned out that she had some issues that I ended up thinking I was trying to save her from, that I couldn't, so.
Yeah. I'm so sorry you had such a rough start in life. Do you have any favorite childhood memories you can think of?
Probably growing up, my grandfather I spent a lot of time with him. He recently just passed away, but it's not very good, I guess, for the recovery scene, but I grew up in bars basically with him, and like going to work, he owned pet stores and fish stores. So.
Okay, some good memories, huh?
Yeah.
Are your parents still alive?
Yeah.
Do you stay in touch with them?
If I need to. Other than that, not really.
Got you. Is it because of the shame and the guilt? That's why you keep yourself from reaching out?
A little bit of that, but a little bit of, I always just felt like, I guess, a burden to them.
Yeah.
They have their own lives. They have their own significant others. I have siblings on both sides, but mostly the shame and the guilt. But I would say a lot of it is I just don't want to bring my problems into
Right.
my family. So
Understood. And that's the case with a lot of people. That's why they keep running. So let's talk about school. What type of student were you?
I was, I smoked a lot of weed. I was a very relaxed kid, but I missed a lot of school basically because I didn't want to go. I didn't feel good. I was drinking a lot. I was taking a lot of perks and a lot of oxys and pain pills and whatnot, and I would not feel good a lot of the times, but I don't think a lot of people ever put two and two together that it was due to the drugs. Like my mom would always call me a hypochondriac and say I'm lying or this or that, or my grandma always had me at the doctor diagnosed with something else, put on a different medicine.
Yeah.
So it was just, I don't know, it was like a battle between 0 to 100. It was either strict in every way possible or no rules. So
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
so moving fast forward, so currently out here in Kensington, what all drugs are you battling?
The dope and I guess the powder, the cocaine, I guess. I smoke hard here and there, but those would be my main ones.
Right, so fentanyl, cocaine, and hard sometimes, right?
Yeah.
That's three demons that's very expensive and not easy to battle every day. How do you support your habit?
I guess I prostitute.
I hear you.
Not very happy to admit that, but
That's what comes with the lifestyle. You know, we don't shame guilt anybody because of that. We know you're battling something that's beyond you, and that's why you and so many of our brothers and sisters are still stuck, you know?
Yeah.
So, have you had any worse dating experience since you've been doing that?
Thankfully, I've had a couple people that were a little forceful. I haven't had any of the, like I haven't had anybody beat me up. I've been very lucky and grateful for my experiences, but I don't do it all day. I do it a couple times a day.
Okay.
Different times just because I don't want to.
So how do you stay safe doing that?
Honestly, probably praying.
Okay.
Probably luck.
That's
I have
good.
no idea at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, I hear you. So your cigarette is flying away. So what's 24 hours in Kensington look like for you?
Basically, I will walk up and down from Huntington to Tioga, and I will see if I see anybody I know or talk to or bother throughout the day, and I stop and talk to them.
Yeah.
Other than that, I do my hustle here and there throughout the day, but I pretty much just try to stay busy. I try picking up as I go around. Like, I don't like seeing needles lay around.
Oh wow, that's
So
great.
I don't know. I stay to myself most of the time, so.
Right, just to avoid conflict with other people, right? So you basically you are a loner, right? Like a loner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm the same way too. And that's how you stay out of drama out here, you know? So are you out here by yourself? Do you have like a partner?
I did have a friend down here, but we ended up getting in a fight a while ago, and I haven't heard from him since. But I mean, I have a couple friends down here. I guess I'd call them friends. That I can seek out if I need to.
Where do you sleep?
I try to not sleep. I mean, sometimes I honestly in the park I end up sleeping.
It's tough.
Or sitting at the SEPTA station. Sometimes I fall asleep on the train.
That's tough. Why don't you have a place to stay?
I would probably put it towards that. If I picked up my hustle, I could probably get a place, but I'm still struggling with having to do all that. So it's kind of like a battle of.
Yeah. So where do you take a shower?
There's a couple places, like there's a spot from down from Prevention Point.
Okay.
And there's in Center City, there's the Hub of Hope.
All right. Okay, so are you thinking about one day getting your life back together?
Yeah. I would like to sooner rather than later. I'm still kind of battling with finding myself and like being able to do things for myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to caring about other people more than myself, so I'm still just trying to figure out.
Right. We're almost done. So what all have you lost due to your addiction?
Just about everything, friends, family members. When I was 19, I had a house, I had a car, I was engaged.
Yeah.
I have 2 boys that are currently not in my custody. I actually lost them when I came out to my family and I put myself in rehab. Northumberland and Schuylkill County actually told me I abandoned them because I sent them with their fathers.
Yeah.
And while I was away, they ended up filing for custody. So that's how I lost my children. But since then, I've been just beating myself up, basically.
Yeah. And that's tough.
Yeah, because that was basically the only thing I thought I did right.
Yeah.
In my life.
Wow.
Was being a mom.
Got you. And yeah, that is a blessing being a mom. And I'm sure you will get yourself clean and try to get your kids back, because they definitely miss you every day. They think about you, whether you don't believe that or not, they do. And I'm sure you think about them all the time. And that's why people use drugs to not think about, the reality of life.
To numb it, yeah.
Right. Okay, so now let's get off topic to get to know you as an individual, and we done, okay? What's your zodiac sign?
A Leo.
Yo, shout out to all the Leos. Show your sign some love. What are some of your favorite foods?
I like basically junk food. I like cakes and cookies, but I like shrimp and noodles.
Okay, all right, I hear you. What's your favorite color?
Orange or purple.
Nice. What is one thing you love most about yourself?
I'm still kind of struggling with that.
Gotcha.
I would say that I'm very imaginative and full of wonder, I guess, basically.
Oh, that's
like
nice.
I don't know, I keep myself occupied if I can. Just, basic, like I'd go picking rocks. That'll occupy me, like, I don't know.
When you were a little kid, what do you want to become when you grow up?
I always wanted to become like a surgeon.
Okay, nice, awesome. If you can travel to any place or country, where would you go?
Probably one of the North or South Poles.
Why?
Just to be alone and be with the penguins.
That's nice. If you could be any animal, what animal would you be?
Probably a cheetah.
Why?
Because they're real fast.
Oh, okay,
and
nice.
Cats.
Oh, cool. What's your short-term goals?
I would like to, I need to figure out if I can get into a shelter and apply for housing.
Okay.
I'd like to actually settle some of my legal issues. That way I can actually get a job, get my ID back.
Right.
And enter back into the real world, I guess.
And what's the longest amount of time that you've been clean?
I would say probably the 9 months I was carrying both of my children.
And what triggered you into relapsing?
It was basically problems with my spouses at the 2 separate times.
So now you know that was your trigger. So when you do decide to get, your life back again, what are you gonna do different?
I first of all want to start living for me rather than worry about having a spouse, having somebody to. I feel like a lot of people try to control what I do, so.
Yeah.
And I'm being a Leo, I guess I have control issues myself, so.
Gotcha.
but I've never really been alone. I've always had spouses. I've always had different boyfriends or friends there. And that's what I guess one of my goals as well, is to just learn how to live with myself and be okay with myself.
That's beautiful.
And not have to worry about somebody else being able to take something away from me.
Excellent. So 3 more questions and we're done. If your friends and your family were supposed to see this video, what message would you like to send to them?
I'm struggling with that at this point because I'm holding a lot of grudges and hatred towards a lot of my family. Because I feel as if they haven't been helping me as much as enabling me throughout my life. And still they don't, I feel as if they're not helping, but they're supportive, I guess, of me getting clean. It's just that I don't think they really understand the reality of the situation.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know how deep it is. They think it's just easy as going into rehab, and no, it's deeper than that. So if you had 3 wishes, what would your 3 wishes be?
For my kids to be happy every day, for them to know I love them, and probably for me to stop being so distracted.
Excellent. And this one would be, there are a lot of people in this world who judge, you know, people who are struggling with addiction. What message do you got for the world?
I would say don't let this overall stigma of addiction keep bringing you down and beating yourself up, because that's, I don't know if the world struggles with that, but I found it's a lot of what I've been struggling with, is just the overall addiction stigma.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to break. That's why we speak up. Okay, so AML family, I want to tell Grace, thank you so much for opening up and letting us know what led her down this road. And hopefully, you know, somebody can learn from her story. Grace, what are some things that you're in need of that we can help you with?
Basically clothes. I've struggled with people stealing my stuff, or me forgetting where I put it. Other than that, I really just need to get to the places that help with getting you into a shelter, and basically I gotta just get to the places and stop being so distracted with other things.
Right, so basically it's left up to you to make up your mind and just do it, right?
Right.
Well, Grace, we wish you all the best. We wish you get the strength one day to get yourself up out of here. You can do this. You know, you're very young still, because fentanyl is killing a lot of people, Grace. It's not the same no more. You see what the drugs is doing to our brothers and sisters. And you know, so we pray that you have that strength to fight and get your life back, all right? We got your back. Welcome to the family. All right, Grace, so thank you once again. And I'll stay connected with you. You have my card. If anyone would like to help you, where can they find you? If they want to send stuff to you, bring stuff for you?
Usually down by Somerset or here at the park.
Okay, here at the park of Somerset, all right? Okay, guys, so thanks to Grace again, and we about to let her go. So AML family, peace out.